guys subscribe down below if you're new. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Ooh, what a boot there. Io Shirai booted by Raquel Gonzalez. Yeah. Whoa. Predictions coming true tonight, baby. So much for Volta losing the belt.
Yeah, you had the whole card right on your predictions.
Holy hell. How did I do that?
The only one I got wrong was Tommaso Ciampa, and I'm not even upset that he lost. Like, I'm upset as a fan that he lost, but not in the match.
Yeah.
What takeover? Like, this has been...
Take over this, wow. Jake! Take over this, Jake! Take over this! Sorry, no, I'm losing my mind. Yeah, man, what a night!
You're telling me after what one of the worst days I've had in a long time. This was stellar. I needed this. I didn't see any of AEW. I have no idea what happened on that side.
You know what? I got it. I watched it. It was better than the 3 weeks ago, but not better than last week. That's what it was. That's
a bit disappointing because the card wasn't really that interesting to me. Hangman's match, I was like, him and Caster, he's going to win, and there wasn't much intrigue to anything that they had on their card to me tonight for AEW. As well, we have a new women's champion. What a match this was. I mean, with Io jumping off the skull, the set looks amazing.
Dude, that
NXT.
Looks awesome jumping off the skull. That was a great spot.
That was a great shot. That was a hard impact landing, too. Io slammed down on Raquel.
Ooh, say slam down again. Yeah, scissor her.
She slammed her hard.
Say it again.
Real hard. She slammed her real hard.
Yeah, you did that.
Okay, Google. Shut off living room Roku.
You keep saying that. You keep saying those naughty words.
Thank you.
Man, you missed Mike Tyson, though. It's too bad.
I did miss Tyson. I will go back and see it.
Go watch. Did you see my tweet? Just watch that.
I have not been on Twitter. I have not been on social media all day. I have had a shit day. So I literally started NXT like 10 minutes late. So thankfully there was only a few commercial breaks. But I cannot wait to watch this on Peacock tomorrow, so there's no picture-in-picture breaks, hopefully.
Well, luckily someone told me about this, and I moved over to Peacock pretty quickly. I was like, oh, damn, and I switched right over. And I watched AEW on a smaller screen with the volume lower, and I'm telling you, man, there's plenty to talk about. Let's talk about the whole NXT card, and then on top of that, we can talk about a little bit. I can tell you a little bit what happened on AEW, because it really wasn't much, but it was enough. I mean, Tyson was hilarious. He came out like a beast at one point, and then he threw punches that were like terribly hilarious, like really bad. Like it looked horrible. And
who was he punching?
Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger, Sean Spears.
Oh, Sean Spears, really? Yeah. So he got in with the perfect circle.
He saved Jericho.
Inner circle.
Yeah, spoilers.
Gotcha. That's interesting.
But but the announcers were like basically like, oh, he's here to. They didn't even act like what's he gonna do? They were just like, basically like it was just obvious. Like, oh, he's coming out to help Jericho.
That was weird because they have the feud previously.
Yeah, like
so
on Twitter, I called it different. I was like, "Oh, what's he gonna do? Who's he gonna attack?" It's like the Bobby Heenan thing with Hogan. It's like the other announcers are like,
will he, won't he?
But that's the funny thing about that call back in the day was like the other announcers are like, "Here comes Hogan to save us," and Heenan does the, how do you know he's here to save Macho Man or whatever? What are you joking, Heenan? And that actually sells it more because you're like, oh, of course Heenan would say something like that. Oh wait, he is attacking Macho Man. Heenan was right. It was kind of like that. I don't know. What's up, chat? How you guys doing, man? NXT Takeover, stand and deliver my
obviously
dong.
New tag champs. There was just some really great matches tonight. That Walter match, thing of perfection.
Good match. A lot of
that
good
was
matches.
Beautiful. I'm so glad you got to see that. So from the pre-show onward, I watched the pre-show like picture in picture. I watched the pre-show on my phone while starting the actual show late. So I'm like holding them both up, trying to catch up. And Zoe Stark, they've got a rocket strapped to her ass. She's going to go far. You hear the "Let's go Zoe, let's go Tony" chants, but it seems like they're more in Zoe's favor. So they want to do things with her in the future. It seems like she might be the one to go up against Raquel next, possibly. I could see that happening once she finishes with the revenge of Io Shirai. And hopefully this doesn't mean Io Shirai goes to the main roster anytime soon. That's likely what'll happen, especially with this being WrestleMania weekend. You never know, but hopefully this isn't the case.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm ready to go.
The roll up was the only thing I think that looked weird, like because Tony Storm goes for the Storm Zero, and then all of a sudden Stark gets this roll up, but it looks weird, and then Stark ends up she like tries to get the win, but the ending was bad. That was the only bad part about the match. So the finish
it was after that move, it was all just sort of like slop after the move.
And yeah, Monet is Taya Valkyrie. Yes,
I wish that the announcers had put that over more, like that they were like, these two women can barely possibly go on after that move that just happened. Like this is very dangerous for Io Shirai. Because something, that move, in all honesty, has taken possibly more out of her than Raquel Gonzalez. And I don't know if that's true, but the two of them don't look the same way they did before Io Shirai jumped off that skull. And you can see it on their body movements.
That's what I'm saying. The impact was incredibly stiff on that landing. You heard the thud. And the angle they had from the top behind the skull POV was awesome. So glad they had that shot ready.
Yeah, it looked great.
That was a great shot because that's how you saw the perfect impact. Her cross body, she slammed so hard into Raquel. That was painful.
This might have been the best NXT takeover since the pandemic started.
I think it's probably the best since the War Games. I really did like War Games.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Night was fun. But yes, this is the first one that's not a gimmick night. That felt like a takeover.
Oh, that's right. The Halloween Havoc was kind of good, sort of.
Yeah, because that was a network special, so that wasn't really a takeover. But that's what I'm saying. This is the first non-special or non-themed night that genuinely felt like a real takeover. The audience was wild and hot. The kickoff match was literally hot. Pete Dunne is a crazy bastard. Those joint manipulations he does, I'm glad that was the focus in the story, like who's more of the technical wrestler. These two beat the hell out of each other. That's the theme of the takeover, obviously. But what I was glad with is that we got some different styles. Usually we get kind of the same thing match after match, and they're all good matches, but we kind of get the same thing. And I felt like we saw a lot of different styles and moments tonight as well.
Yeah.
It wasn't so much like, oh, we're going to give you some lucha libre now, and then we're going to give you some, stiff, strong arm and New Japan style. It was more or less just them having different pacing to the matches that really exemplified the different move sets of the competitors. The opening match was very technical. It was slow at times, and then a bit chaotic, and then it slowed back down, and then all of a sudden you'd be like, we got this crazy hoverboard lock, and then bam, right into a Spanish fly. So it'd be like slow, 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 explosive, slow, 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 crazy. And that was the theme for that. And then we got into the Gauntlet match, which is like, it's slow and steady. Then it built up. Then it got more chaotic. Then you had the multi-man with all the different falls, but it told a good story. It had a little bit of something for everyone in the mid card, so that was good as well. I like the stories they told in that match.
Yeah,
LA Knight feels like a bit of a waste, really, at this point. I mean, he's lost so many times. I figured they would have given him more of a stronger debut, but
he's almost, you know what he reminds me of a little bit? He sort of reminds me of when The Rock was kind of heelish, but the only thing is that even The Rock, when he was cutting promos on people, and The Rock did lose, though, so he sort of does remind me of The Rock. It's just he's a little bit more, like if The Rock was a 7 when he was first coming up, and The Rock was like, "Oh, shut your mouth, you jabroni son of a bitch!" Like, and then but it was when really early on when The Rock was still losing sometimes, and he'd be like, you brought your ass down to the ring and you got in The Rock's face and you got in the way, and that's why The Rock lost, you stupid stinky son of a bitch. He kind of reminds me of that, but The Rock I'd say was like a 7.5. Maybe like out of like, if you were to say like on winning and skill and his promo and everything, less promo because we know the promos are good. So, but like LA Knight has been like a 5 or a 6, but he's got the promo style of Stone Cold, The Rock.
Him coming out and talking, and I like that. It reminds me a bit of CM Punk because Punk had a Stone Cold style to him as well. You really could
a little bit, yeah.
He had that he exemplified that
CM
raw
Punk
nature.
To me, though, is more cerebral in the way he spoke. CM Punk to me was kind of like Stone Cold-ish, Piper-ish, but like with sort of a slower, more cerebral Jake the Snake-like cadence.
Yeah, absolutely. And no, Knight's not in that fashion, but what I'm saying is he does come out being raw and scathing and attempting to be a bit more edgy. He immediately attacks his opponents verbally, as Punk did many times before.
Knight's like Zack Ryder, but a little bit more believable and more charismatic on the mic than Zack Ryder. Like, Zack Ryder's like on the mic, if he was allowed to just cut a promo, Zack Ryder's like a 7. I think LA Knight's an 8. Or maybe he could be higher. But as far as his in-ring stuff, he's sort of this, EC3 type of thing. I don't know. He's sort of like, still gets a little bit goofy.
Shit bomb!
Here comes JCS Foot Rub.
You become a shit bomb.
There it is. What up, chat? Is everybody alive tonight? Where is everybody? Fucking goddamn AEW just happened. AEW and NXT happened, and we had more people watching our AEW review last week. Like, that, this doesn't make sense. Man, I'll tell you what, NXT is dead. Jesus. Boy, is it dead. Like, where the fuck is everybody? 429? What the hell's going on? Crazy. Not a fucking soul out there.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Very strange.
So I know I retweeted TSS's tweet before of showing off the WrestleMania set. That kind of explained further what I was explaining yesterday with the pirate ship on top, the screens below, but I couldn't see how much screens there were. It looked like more like it was the underneath stage, I was saying.
Uh-huh.
And wow, does it look impressive with the photo there. So I'm even more excited for Mania now, just strictly to see the set and the people.
Yeah, I just want to see WrestleMania in front of people, finally, even though I don't give a shit about the matches.
Exactly. I'm looking forward to Pyro and, things of that nature. I just want to have fun in that sense.
I'm looking forward to just hearing roars of crowd.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's weird.
Finally get the people back, and I'm seeing the TYSON clip right now that you had shared on Twitter. And
I put the Looney Tunes over it afterwards because that's what it was like, man. It was like hilarious. It was like he went from 10 to like 3 really quickly. Like he came out there and it was like it's a 10. Mike Tyson looks fucking ready to go, and then he started throwing these like sort of like not bad though, not like the worst, but like not the best, and then it got worse. It's still better than that stupid bitch with her microphone shots to people's heads.
Yeah, Maki Ito, but it looked bad. I mean, my God, that was not good.
Right.
If you're gonna have Tyson go out there, eat a punch.
Yeah, take not a full force, but take a punch. Just have him in the back and be like, do that. Have him do this in the back, like right here. Like I just did it. Just do this, and tell him to keep his hand, touch his thumb like he's making a circle, and go like that. And if you go like that and you hit someone like right there, it looks really good, and the guy fucking Shawn Michaels is himself. You know, he really nailed it with Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 14 because he hit Shawn like right around here, and Shawn like flipped. Like it looked so good when you go back to WrestleMania 14.
Even the one on Jericho beforehand in WWE looked good as well. So I mean, he gave him a black eye with it.
Oh, did he? Well, then the Shawn Michaels was way better because he didn't hurt Shawn. So
well, I think it was played up more, but still, you know, it just. This was wow. That was embarrassing.
Yikes!
But I'm surprised.
What you say about me, motherfucker?
Not out in full force. They must not really care about Tyson. And you know, I'm curious about our ratings. You said 7:30. I said 8:10 for AEW. We'll see. I think next week we'll get closer to what we predict. But
this is the softest I ever hit a white man. This is the softest I ever hit a white man.
Was there anything else worthwhile on AEW besides Tyson?
The Young Bucks turned heel again, went back with Kenny and attacked Moxley, and they beat the shit out of Eddie Kingston.
Oh, really?
So the windshield wipers keep on rolling over there with the Young
that's
Bucks.
Just I know they keep saying like, oh, there's no heels, no faces, but there has to be because it doesn't make sense. Why now? You wouldn't too sweet them to begin. I hate the too sweet stuff at this point.
Oh really God, yeah, stop. I like going back and watching Triple H during that the Hall of Fame thing or whatever it was when the people
the too sweet whoop, whoop, like, whatever that shit is.
Yeah, we didn't do that shit. You guys are gay or whatever. Like he shit on the audience. It was great. Yeah, we didn't do that shit. You guys are fucking. You know he was saying
my
that.
buddy Mark aren't gonna watch anymore after this crap.
Oh God, man! I'll tell you what, Io Shirai, man, I'd love to have her I'd love to fucking put a fist in her.
Whew. No doubt about that.
Yeah,
put her in a trash can.
But no, you know, NXT was just really good wrestling. I mean, unfortunately,
that's what it was. Everything delivered. How was the Jurassic Express Bear Country match?
Didn't really watch that one that much. It wasn't that great.
A lot of people weren't just talking about it, so I heard that it was. I figured it'd be like high energy, entertaining, but like really just nothing worthwhile. No storytelling, no psychology, just spots.
I didn't watch it that much, to be honest. It wasn't that good to me. It didn't look that good.
Agree. Now, what about the TNT title match? Was that just a joke?
That was too quick. Yeah, that was a pretty quick thing. It's
because JD Drake, he gets the title shot. Why? It doesn't mean anything.
Don't know.
So you know, obviously Darby's going to retain.
It was like AEW was like all right. It was like a nice thing to watch. Go watch it. It's not too bad.
As much as TakeOver was predictable, I mean, we both nailed it. I missed one match. You got all 5 matches. Same with Spaz.
I can't believe that. Because we were doing that. I didn't even know we were doing the predictions.
That night when
you realized that? I didn't know what you were doing. I was like, what are you doing? I had no idea that was the predictions.
You nailed it, so... Media One Software. It sounds like AEW was bad. Some people are giving it a 4. I see it. The lowest I've seen NXT get so far is a 7. A lot of people giving it an 8 and a couple of 9s.
Yeah, so. I give like NXT, dude. You know, this NXT is probably like a 7 or 8. Probably 7 or 8.
This 9 and 8. I mean, right.
It gets It probably gets an 8 because
I'm going through quick. But that Gauntlet match, right off the bat, you had a hell of a great spot with Leon Ruff and. Swerve Scott starting off, so you're like, these two are going to deliver, and then you saw that super power bomb, and then the reversal into the Frankensteiner. I was like, what the hell? That was great. That was incredible. I don't know if you caught that in the beginning.
Yeah, they were doing some crazy shit.
I was like, Jesus, keep fighting. This is the
awesome. First match was Pete Dunne though, wasn't it?
Yeah. We talked about that briefly. So
okay,
that's why I said I was just kind of keeping going.
That was a nice match too. Like everything.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Everything about that, going back, the timing was great. Having it be just a little close to 11 minutes, it didn't overstay its welcome. Kushida, doing that handstand with his boots, kicking it, like that was so cool. That massive shotgun drop kick, the huge Spanish fly after doing the hoverboard lock. What else? I mean, there was just so much.
Look at this thumbnail, because this thumbnail is, I look at it and it looks really epic. It looks like a fucking Star
Trek. They make it look like a total war.
But looking at these people on the cover, when you look
like
down,
an MCU thing.
When you look down the list of the people, you're like, this was good. This was memorable. I'll remember this card. Like, this is one of those things.
And this is night 1. We have tomorrow night to go. And tomorrow night to me is even more stacked.
Like,
so.
I'd buy that poster because, like, this was a pretty good show tonight for NXT. And they didn't have an audience. So if they had, I mean, they did, but if they had a full crowd too, like, so you got to give them an extra half a point, but the crowd was loud tonight compared to.
One of the louder things I heard was when Bayley cashed in at Money in the Bank. That was like a really loud reaction. Another loudest reaction I heard was The Rock after Raw cameras went off the air, the go home show for WrestleMania 20. He got back on the mic and he's like, "Oh, I haven't done this in a while," and it was Evolution that whipped their ass. So he like kept talking to the crowd and he sang and danced and him and Mick told all these jokes, and that was probably like one of the loudest reactions I've ever heard for a wrestling crowd.
Yeah.
Until I got to NXT Takeover. The one that I went to was at 25, and it was so surprising because Adam Cole was a heel, and the crowd turned on Johnny Gargano, the face, and just cheered Adam Cole. 10,000 people turned into the loudest thing I have ever heard. I'm telling you, that small arena was so wildly raucous. It was incredible. I go back and watch that and still get goosebumps because those fans were so intensely into that finish. It was incredible. I could not believe how reactive
Say
they
finish
were.
again.
Ooh, finish.
Oh.
Grundle.
Oh, yeah. Gurgle.
You become...
Whoa, 30 bucks.
Oh, saying Grundle.
You had good moments, but NXT crushed it tonight. I
Yeah.
liked you until the ending with Bucks turning on Mox. That's the second heel turn in 3 months.
Right, they're ridiculous.
6/10 the women's main event was awesome, but Io is going to the main roster, so RIP.
You know what, Soundwave? It makes sense because they hired the Big Show, so this is what he's teaching him.
You're right.
He's teaching them how to turn face and heel.
Just do it again.
You can't do it too many times. No, I'd give AEW probably a 6.5 tonight, and I'd give NXT. I'd probably have to. I'd have to go to the 8. I'd go to the 8 with you, maybe a 7.5, 8. I'll think about
that's
it.
Tony says when obviously when Austin comes out, when it's Foley and Rock, and Austin comes and hits Rock in the head with the chair, and Foley wins the title. Like, yeah, that's probably one of the biggest pops of all time.
Oh yeah,
but I was talking what I saw in person. I've never seen anything louder since 2004 when I was there with The Rock and Mick Foley screwing around after Raw, until I had a much smaller arena and much less fans go ahead and make me almost deaf because of an NXT main event. It was insane. I mean, slamming their hands against the chairs so that everything was just thunderous. It was incredible.
Thunder Rosa.
The place shook. It didn't need pyro. The reaction was crazy.
That's awesome. I love when that
It
happens.
really was. I mean, like I'm still blown away. So, and that's what they missed tonight. But it had that feeling to it. I wish they had more, and they could have been less interrupted. I mean, if you're watching on Peacock, you had less or no interruptions. That's what I should have gone with, and I didn't do that until late. But I had issues with the Peacock app on my phone, so I switched to Xfinity and had commercials. But I mean, honestly, that Kushida match was great. I like that Pete Dunne won. They could still do more with this feud, but it really was who was the better technician. And with all the great moments, that finger break spot still always kills me. Pete Dunne is incredible, and I'm really glad that he hit the bitter end for the win.
The bitter end.
So, yeah, like I said, we were talking about the Gauntlet. Finally, after all the crazy opening and the crazy Frankensteiner reversal, Bronson Reed comes in. And this is who I was picking to win, with you. And Reed hits this huge splash, and then they get this big superplex on him. And it's like, holy crap, like, where are we going from here? And then it just kept going. Cameron Grind comes out, and he takes a stack of cash out and pays Scott to team up with him, and it works. And I love that. I love that he's rich and it just works at this moment. Like,
Yeah.
It doesn't overstay its welcome. It's comedy for a few seconds. It makes you laugh. It makes you chuckle.
He's like
But
the
then you go
cowardly
ahead-
$1 million man.
Exactly. So
I liked him. I liked that. I liked everything.
yeah, I mean, that
tonight.
was a funny spot. That genuinely made me laugh. And then, he gets out of his way, and then Scott hits him with a big power slam, and then it's like, all right, cool. even when they do the comedy, I'm like, I feel like they're doing well. Like, it's not this slapstick stuff that's stupid. It makes sense. I would take money to work with somebody in a match for a few minutes, obviously, too. That makes sense. So then LA Knight comes out and he cuts a promo and cuts into everybody on his way to the ring.
You want a piece of LA Knight? Yeah.
I like that. I like that about him. Sucks that he has to be eliminated, but this is about when all the eliminations start happening, and Dexter Lumis, I actually think came out some point in there. I don't know, don't care. No one likes Dexter Lumis, I feel like, sadly.
I don't know, man. When he slithered across the ring, I thought that was hilarious.
He's got things that I want to like him. I think people want to like him, but
he looks like Austin. That's why I like him.
I want to like him. It just doesn't work.
I want him to just be Stone Cold. I want to just recreate Stone Cold.
I'd be fine with that, or have him be more like a Bateman type serial killer role. What he's doing now is just not right.
It weird.
Doesn't work. It is, and with the painting, so any event, he gets eliminated. Cameron Grimes gets him out, and we see that was a good superplex and a huge bounce. It was like crazy that Knight went and hit him that hard. He went and he bounced when he landed. That was crazy. So then Lumis, tosses Knight and gets Grimes in the kata gatame or whatever it is. And, yeah, takes him out. Knight takes out Lumis with a jackknife pin, so that's out.
Yeah.
Reed slams Knight.
Does it
takes
take
him
a slap
out
to the chest to defeat Tommaso Ciampa? How the hell did he not kick out of that? Throughout all of that shit he went through. This just ruins the match. That's what a finisher is for. Not a fucking slap. It's just annoying.
Well, that's kind of weird. Pisharo, thanks for the $3, man. It was weird a little bit.
Well, it was the half Nelson suplex that he turned him inside out with beforehand, and then he hit him with the knife edge chop just to finish him into the mat. And that chop echoed through the arena. So
yeah, it was pretty horrific.
Fuck that. I'm not taking that.
Yeah, well, I know why he's confused, Pisharo, because it's like you see like finisher, kick out, and now a slap is the last. I get why, because they're the parameters of what works and doesn't work is so.
But they were selling
up.
the chops. That was like the total psychology.
If this was
of
the
'90s,
was
the chops.
If this was the '90s, I wouldn't have blinked at it, or the '80s, I would have been like, oh yeah. Like,
I still thought it worked, and especially with this is what I was saying about difference in styles. This was Walter's style, and Ciampa brought it.
Yeah.
So really quick, just finishing up, Reed, high risk, high reward, goes for a drop kick and this power slam and gets a really, cool few moves there. Yeah. And then Scott gets that big 450. I thought that was going to be it. I thought Bronson Reed was done for then, but no, he kicks out. Really great near fall. I was like, wow, that was impressive. And then Reed hit him with the Samoan drop and then goes ahead and hits Scott with the tsunami splash, and Scott, got eliminated, and that was it. So Bronson Reed won the Gauntlet Eliminator match, and he will go ahead and face Johnny Gargano for the North American Championship on night 2 of TakeOver Stand and Deliver. And I thought this was paced well. I thought this was done right. I thought it was really cool, few comedy moments and things done well. Even the Dexter Lumis spots weren't offensive. Nothing overstayed its welcome. They told a lot of good moments, and they even had some funny stuff on commentary here too. The commentary was good for this match, so they made everybody look good throughout different spots, which is hard to do in these things. And everyone got a moment to shine.
Yeah, I had a fun time with it. I thought I actually was shocked that Bronson did win, because I was like, you know what, this is not. I started changing my mind. I thought maybe Swerve Scott was going to win at one point.
Especially when he hit that 450 splash. I was like, yep, that's it. He got him. It just looked so effective, and the sell job was perfect. And that kick out was like a perfect 2 9/10.
Yeah, I again, like I know someone gave it a 9 or something. I don't know. I guess I don't see that right now. I think one of the problems for me too is halfway through is when I switched to Peacock. I didn't realize that I was watching on the net on YouTube and commercials. So I was getting interrupted by commercials, which was throwing off the vibe for me a little bit.
Yeah, big time. That was an issue for me too.
It wasn't until halfway through that I switched to the Peacock. So I could have been on Peacock the whole time. I think it would have made it was definitely much better once I got to Peacock. And we didn't have commercials.
Yeah, that would have made the experience better for me as well.
Because thank God someone said it in the chat. I forgot.
In the next match, Walter and Tommaso, they're beating the hell out of each other. And then finally you get to a point where it was like a few minutes in and Walter's against the ropes and Ciampa's finally gets like that huge jumping lariat and he doesn't knock him off his feet. And then they go to commercial. And I'm like, this is the first time Ciampa's getting any offense in, really. Like he's gotten some, strikes in, but nothing big to do that would really like be super effective besides what? Escaping and rolling away. So he the quick STO, I'm not saying besides that. So now in the picture-in-picture, he's hitting running strikes and then he's taking him down. He gets a 2 count and he gets the, just all these different running air raid crashes and different. And I'm like, we can barely see it because it's picture-in-picture. And that was like Ciampa's big moment, and it was basically ruined because of the commercial break. So,
oh God,
that was unfortunately ineffective. And then Ciampa kicks out and he hits Walter with the fairy tale ending, and then Walter reverses it into a pin attempt, and it was like crazy back and forth. And then just Walter gets an extreme near fall kick out after that point. And you even hear commentary like, I don't think anybody's come that close to beating Walter. And I think that's the truth. So then Ciampa starts going nuts and hitting him with running knees and slaps, and he takes him down with a sleeper, but the rope break comes in, and that's when we see Walter breaks the hold with a friggin' nasty German suplex. And then he at one point he stands up, Joe. He puts his feet together between Ciampa's head and spins his feet to turn it as if he's breaking his neck. It looked incredibly painful. Looked like he re-injured whatever surgical operation he had. Like that's done for. All of it is it's crazy. So when I saw that, it reminded me of when The Fiend did that to Finn Balor, the neck break at SummerSlam.
Yeah,
like it had
like
that
an
kind
actual
of feel to it.
snapping of a neck.
Yeah, that's what it looked like when and to do it to Ciampa of all people, it's crazy. So
yeah,
knowing with his neck being repaired and
did the Superman Zod thing from the Snyder Superman. Was that Snyder?
Yes. Yeah,
okay.
That was Zack Snyder, Man of Steel.
I liked Man of Steel. And he was a little
dark. I was never crazy about it.
It was a little dark, a little dry. It got worse towards the end. But I kind of liked it. It was a somber thing, but
like I said, I didn't hate it, but I was never crazy about it. There were elements that I liked. There were things that didn't work for me, and especially Superman's stepfather, however you want to look at it. His death, that was ridiculous.
Really?
The way they handled that. Yeah, Papa Kent had no reason to die there. And, some of the story elements they were trying to tell, and because of what they were trying to teach Clark, didn't always align with the real values, and it just the story wasn't great.
Well, he snapped Zod's neck at the end of the movie. That was weird.
Yeah, the killing and especially like the destruction of so much of the city. That's why I did appreciate about Batman versus Superman. Like as much as I didn't care for that one either, I really did like Zack Snyder's Justice League.
They answered to it, like
at least they had repercussions for what happened. There was a trial. There was a Senate hearing. That's why Batman hated Superman and viewed him as a threat.
I didn't even see it. At least I have no idea.
Followed up on it. Yeah, it was definitely.
I just knew what they were gonna do when I heard what they were gonna do. So I was like, oh, I get it. Okay. But yeah, listen, NXT I think won tonight. So I mean, it's not really comparable. I mean, they had a fucking takeover. AEW had their regular.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why they had Mike Tyson.
Smoke weed every day.
The Weed God.
DA Almighty Weed God is here. Shout out to my Nichols, Joe and Jake and my Nichols in DA chat. Good night for wrestling and general hype dat chat.
Hell yeah, Nikki J. And thank you for all the badass support beforehand. I was talking to him before the show started. So.
Oh yeah? What was he talking about?
He was just saying, he was paying me some kind compliments. So.
Oh. Nikki J, the Weed God. Thanks for the 420, baby. Smoke up.
That's right.
Yeah, baby. Leah's ahead of me in Diablo right now. She's got over 500 Paragon. I got this is bullshit.
God,
this is bullshit. Because, what do you take care of the kids all day? Big whoop. I work 2 fucking jobs. The fuck?
My name? Duncachino. It's a whole
new game.
Duncachino. You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend. Say hello to my chocolate blend.
NXT has been garbage since Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens came to main roster. Not sorry for my opinion.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, around that time was the golden era back then, and even Shinsuke and stuff, and before that was Sasha and everything.
Yeah, when Finn, Shinsuke, when the Four Horsewomen went up and they lost Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Neville, there were quite a few. It was like, yeah, Rusev. It really, Seth Rollins, the Shield came up. Of course, things changed, and it just continually changed. And
shit bomb.
It did get better, though, I think. DIY was great.
Yo, it's some other good moments.
Fingerbank Katie Vick, listen to Beth Phoenix talk.
Mr. Pico. How do you think
Bobby
commentary?
Roode had a great run.
Did you like commentary tonight on AEW?
I did. I thought it was
Bobby Roode
pretty
did not
entertaining.
Bobby Roode was exciting, but he never really had the greatest matches. He was just kind of okay. Good.
But he had an aura about him, so I thought he made for a good heel champion.
Well, he had such a great entrance that it was like, well, I remember
Andrade was fun.
Well,
Duncachino?
Oh shit!
Don't mind if I do.
What I remember saying about Bobby Roode was
it's a whole new game. Duncachino. You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend.
Say hello to my chocolate blend.
I forget having a different opinion is bad. Crying face.
Oh yeah, what up, James Mesner? Yeah, he doesn't like NXT.
I welcome differing opinions. So.
Yeah, we like it here. I don't know. We're 50-50. I mean, this is the first time in a while that we've been more positive about NXT than AEW. So
yeah, and I'm glad for that. They earned it. They deserve it.
Paul Bear earned it. But no, man, it's just I thought Bobby Roode was going to be a star on the main roster because of his music, his look, and everything. I was like, well, man, Bobby Roode is going to be a huge thing on the main roster. He's going to be this fucking epic thing. And then it's just, he was the same as Shinsuke, except he didn't even get as much of a shot as Shinsuke got. Shinsuke got a shot.
Yeah, he did. But
they bailed quickly though. They were
they
whatever.
bailed on him. He didn't bail on the company.
Yeah,
Nakamura had it.
They booked him wrong.
Lost at Mania. He should have beat AJ. Never should have ended with the dick kick city, bullshit where they did the.
I don't mind if that was actually crazy. I don't mind the dick kick and he goes heel, but then make him a fucking real heel. Make him this crazy guy.
Yeah, I guess because they never went. I know what happened. They didn't go all the way with it. It was just bullshit.
Yeah,
it just turned into more dick kicks, and that was it. And then nothing. And then he turned into a waste, and then he disappeared.
I'm assuming that Vince did that because he figured,
mid-card.
All right, you can't really speak English, so we got to do something that's like emphatically makes you a heel. Just like he thinks Asuka's got to be this crazy talking person.
Plus, we know they were told that they couldn't overdo their match. They were told to tone it down.
Right.
So, that's been said in interviews since.
Man, and I don't get why. Like, give me Wrestle Kingdom. I don't know why.
I forget what other match was at that one. Which one was that? Was that 33 or 34?
33, I think, because we talked about 32 last night and it wasn't there, so it was either 33 or 34.
I think it might have been 33. And
it might have been 34.
Lesnar was the Universal Champion.
Maybe it was 34.
I think it might be 34. I think it's 34.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, 34.
Yeah, because he was face at 33. Because he wasn't there at 32.
No.
So that makes sense. We did Remembering WrestleMania, and we only were able to do episode WrestleMania 32. So for anybody that didn't hear that, it's up on Patreon right now. Go download it on Patreon. We did 40 minutes on WrestleMania 32. It's pretty fucking cool.
It is pretty epic. And where's Grills Strong been? I see there. He says, "Where's Nikki Cross been?" Hey, we saw her at the Hall of Fame talking, but that's about it. So, and yeah, that was 34. Thank you, Chad. Yeah, 34 was not a good WrestleMania.
No. Bad show. And that was one of the better things. Like, and that was...
Yeah,
sadly. 34, 5, and 6 were 36... Actually...
35 had a few good moments.
I think last year's WrestleMania was the best WrestleMania in 5 years.
34, the only thing that I really liked was the Rousey stuff. Surprisingly.
Arouse me. Ronda aroused me.
Yeah, that was such a great debut. That was stellar. Her and Kurt Angle killed it in that match. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
They were the only good match. That was the I think we said.
Yeah, that was the only good match. And then 35 had the Daniel Bryan heel champion Kofi moment that was really good.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
Then there was the rape incident. That was weird.
Shit,
yeah, that was strange, but
whoa.
If she was wet, it would have been easier.
It's my friend.
Far Behind by Candlebox is a great song.
That's such a weird comment. Royal Thomas, you are my man. What's up, Royal Thomas?
I think that's my favorite genre of music, like 90s alternative.
Really?
Yeah,
Like,
I think if I had to pick something that I always go back to listen to.
Yeah.
I mean, I listen to everything, but my most faithful listen is something always, 90s themed.
Well, it's like Smile Empty Soul, like they just came out with new stuff, and I listen to him and I'm like, it's weird because I remember when they came out, I said, man, he's like 15 years too late to be doing this type of music. But he's still doing the same music now, and I'm like, I still love it. Like, I love this Smile Empty Soul. Like, I like them. And yeah, he's got a new song, he's got a new CD, and
it's rare to have a band that you were able to stick with after all those years.
Yeah, it's like most times a band like that I wouldn't like, but it's like everything he does to me sounds great.
Like I can think of so many bands that I was obsessed with that changed dramatically over the years.
Yeah.
Like Disturbed. Their first album, The Sickness, I was obsessed with that. Even their follow-up, I liked a lot, not as much. But there's so many out there you can think of, and it's like, wow, But back to NXT.
Take a look at this, though, Jake.
What's that?
Is this it? Oh, this is the song he's talking about. Okay.
Yes, it is.
All right, go ahead. Back to NXT.
We got a background track now. Now you got me grooving. But Ciampa comes back and he hits him with all these rapid punches. It was just, and I like how Walter did everything in his power to avoid the apron Willow's Bell DDT there. Kept rolling out of the ring. And then finally Walter hits it and you're like, yes, this is going to be it. And then it's like, oh, we're not going to get it. No, he escapes again. Damn it. He didn't get it. He got out again. So now Ciampa's, really trying not to get DQ'd here. So you see him slow down a little bit. And now Walter starts just driving his hand right into Ciampa's chest, has him on the top turnbuckle, and just hits him with like these stiff blows. You can hear it echoing. Now they go to the top rope. Ciampa gets up, and then you see that just Walter get lifted up on his back, and it's a super air raid crash, I guess you would say. I thought that might have been it for a moment, but no, 2 count there. Now they start getting up and chopping each other back and forth and back and forth. The crowd is so into it. Crowd split, cheering for both Ciampa and Walter. This is awesome. Fight forever chance. Match has been so stellar at this point. And here we see, they go for like almost like a test of strength. And then Ciampa gets driven down neck first, way down into the mat. And that's when we see the almost like that twisting point, like I said. And it looked horrific, especially knowing the injury that's happened. And from there, we go ahead and a bunch of power bombs happen, more 2 counts. And then Walter hits him with the half Nelson suplex. And like I said, that huge chop, and gets the pinfall suddenly. It's a 17-minute match. Beautiful. I am surprised that Walter won, but damn, is this, a hell of a classic match, instant classic.
Good match.
I loved everything about this match.
Yeah, I thought it was it felt like a big fight. It felt like a big fight feel. I think it actually eclipsed the women as far as big fight feel. I felt like that was the main event, and then the women kind of came on as a bonus. Hate to say that, but that's what it. I almost think the women should have potentially been in that spot.
And as much as I'm as much as I'm sad that Ciampa lost, it makes me happy for Walter because it's like whoever does beat him is getting the ultimate payoff.
Right.
I mean, what is it? 700 days as champ at this point. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. I can't believe how much they beat the hell out of each other in only 17 minutes. I mean, and then you saw afterwards, Imperium is still going strong, so that's good too. Walter still selling his injuries, and Imperium kind of looks on like, oh, hopefully you're okay, but at least they're all showing unity and strength there.
They kept
so
the belt.
That story's good.
They did the Nazi salute at the ramp.
That they did, and damn, I mean, the hand injury selling was great. Them making it look just as realistic and nasty and brutal and sadistic and intense as possible was great. I genuinely loved this match. So I could not have been more thrilled with what they gave us.
Well, I really did. Hats off to those guys, man. I think that was an 8.5 match. Maybe,
Absolutely.
I mean, really,
I would even give it a 9.
Yeah, I was gonna say, really, if you were trying to be exact, like I would give it an 8.8. You know, if I could.
Yeah, because you know what, that stands true, because the Ilya Dragunov match I gave like a 9.2 on the you know, if you had to be specific.
If you want to get into the nitty gritty with the numbers, let's hear Peter Rosenberg.
Yo, quick message for wrestling fans.
Yo, let's, guys, you want to hear this again? You ever hear an egghead talk? Yo,
quick message for wrestling fans.
Yo, quick message for wrestling fans. Yo, just sending out a message. Yo, it's a message in a bottle.
Oh, and while we're talking,
stop.
Hold on a minute. We're gonna hear the message.
Dave Meltzer.
Oh, okay. We're gonna hear the whole thing.
Message in a bottle.
I'm not telling you to listen to Cheap Heat. Okay, the world's #1 sports and recreation pod. Listen to Wade Keller. Listen to
Wade Keller sucks.
Sam Roberts.
No, Sam Roberts really sucks, and everybody that ever
we don't want to hear squeaky pants.
Yeah, everybody that heard Opie and Anthony ever knows that Sam Roberts sucks, and the show sucks now, and Sirius sucks, and Jim Norton's a midget.
Clout chasing.
Yeah, stop it.
Listen to Busted Open.
I mean, I agree with that. Busted Open's good. At least they're real.
Listen to shout out the Black Announce Table.
The Black Announce Table, is that it's a virtue signal? You had to get the black guy shout out. Is that what that was?
That's indeed what that is.
You're a pathetic human being, you scumbag white piece of shit. Stop using black people to make yourself look good, you sick fuck.
There are so many up-and-coming podcasts also that are so great.
Yeah.
Listen to The Masked Man Show. Listen to people who actually have progressive, thoughtful opinions about the business.
Progressive thoughts about the business. Okay. Don't listen to Jim Cornette. What's he mad about?
This guy only has a name because he happened to be around for so long getting fed false information from wrestlers 30 years ago. What's his great journalistic claim to fame? Where's the big book? Where's the big moment? What is it? He just happened to be around.
I mean, I don't know what he's talking about, because like Dave Meltzer could write a book called I Saw It All. Like, I mean, like, everybody references Dave Meltzer's, like...
Is he talking about Meltzer?
Yeah, he's talking about Dave Meltzer.
Meltzer.
The fuck is he talking about? I mean, like, yeah, Meltzer...
It doesn't even make sense.
Sometimes Meltzer, it's like, dude, everybody's
like
stuff
this. Wrong, but everybody does.
Everybody gets wrestling stuff wrong, because wrestling stuff is so easy to get wrong because they feed you fake shit and real stuff. And it's
minds get changed and plans change and people get injured and stories don't follow through and people get sick.
Well, listen, and I've buried Meltzer before too. Like, listen, fuck you for listening to Meltzer, you idiot. Fuck Meltzer. I've done that too, but this is the most.
But what he's saying doesn't make sense.
No, because what this is a hey, look at me, like. I'm not telling
you to listen to me, but listen to me.
I'm standing up for people or something. Like, that's what this is. That's why this is disingenuous of, like, who's Meltzer? What do you mean, who's Meltzer? Who the fuck are you? Go back to your radio station and fucking virtue signal to, like, a different race and hate yourself for being a dorky white piece of shit. Like, you idiot. What the fuck are you doing? I mean, you go on WWE and suck their asshole, then you come on Twitter with fucking terrible takes like this every 2 fucking seconds.
Every time. And then he tries to sound combative against the fans. And he does it in a way that makes him sound like the most casual fan ever that has an axe to grind. It's the weirdest thing with him.
I also hate that he's like one of these people that has so much room between his top lip and his nose. I fucking hate that. When there's like a double mustache going on, because I start thinking this is his pubes. It's freaking me the fuck out. It's freaking me the fuck out.
It's creeping you.
Okay? His opinions...
He looks a lot better than Sean Ross Sapp, though, I will say that. Sean Ross's eyes are at some point going to merge together and he's going to Cyclops people.
I thought you were talking about Sam Sparrow.
No, I can't stand that guy. Fuck, don't ever listen to fucking that cocksucker. That fucking midget fuck. He thinks he's better than all you guys.
Suck. They're moronic. They're baseless. They're false. Okay? His opinions suck. They're moronic. They're baseless. They're false.
Okay, can I explain something to everybody real quick? Dave Meltzer, you know what's entertaining about Dave Meltzer nowadays? Are his opinions. I listen when I hear Dave Meltzer speak. It's the same thing with Brian Alvarez. Brian Alvarez and Dave Meltzer are entertaining to listen to. And Dave Meltzer, 70% of the time is talking about factual stuff that most people know about or that's true, but he just happened to get a hold of it first. And he's speaking about it first. That's all it is. And then the rest of it, the other 30%, is 50-50. Complete rumor, something changed, or it was true. So you can cut it all up, and whatever you enjoy is what you enjoy. The fact of the matter is, Rosenturd, you don't have good takes. Your takes suck dick. You are a boring dick sniffer of WWE. Your takes suck. That's why people love Alvarez and love Dave Meltzer. That's why they love Dave Meltzer. I love listening to Dave Meltzer because he has a lot of knowledge. So all his knowledge of the factual events that happen, you can't take that away. Yeah, you can rag on all the news reports all day long, but what you can't take away is when something happens and then Dave Meltzer speaks on it and he dials up all these other facts of news reports that he remembers and things that are in his head. That is super interesting. I bet you couldn't do that, and I don't think you could. All you can sit there and say, follow the real people of their progressive thoughts of wrestling fans things, and I virtue signal all the time, and my takes are stupid. Like, I mean, how many times do we have to call out Rosenturd for his piece of shit takes? He sucks. You're a WWE shill, and you're mad at the AEW shill. Oh, that's all this is. I see what's going on. You're the WWE shill, but you're mad at the AEW shill. But the fact of the matter is, you're not even in the category. Like, shut the fuck up. You're not even in the category. Not even close.
Because he says things that don't make sense. I mean, I'm being literal here. I'm not being hyperbolic. He does. He says things that make him sound completely asinine.
He sounds like an asshat idiot.
He throws out these mark terms, but it doesn't fit in what he's saying because he's trying to sound smart and it doesn't line up. And
I follow him just to see what dumb shit he'll say next, which is great for him because he really is an idiot. Like, it's wonderful to listen to the stupidity that comes out of his fucking mouth.
And I know parallel thinking happens at times. I didn't bring this up to you yet, but a few other people I was talking to about, but I've said some very specific jokes recently, and past few weeks I've noticed things off the top of my head, like the purse pulling I brought up the other day about Brock and Roman, and I said at least we didn't get that the other night with Drew and Bobby Lashley. And a few days before that I mentioned how Dustin Rhodes is a new Ric Flair with how often his bleeds, a slight wind could come by and his face would be busted open. And it's funny how certain news sites the next morning have the same jokes, and we say them on the review the night before. Their review comes out the next morning, but those jokes are always included.
Really?
Could be parallel thinking, could just be like, hey, it's so obvious. But
it is a pretty obvious thing. It's hard to say, though.
But so many times it's been like really specific lines and jokes. And
I gave up trying to do that, to be like, oh, they must have heard. Because just like I've heard, I don't know, it's 50-50, but it's not, you never know. But it's.
Yeah, because there's sometimes you're like, oh, that's so obvious, obviously. But there's other times where I've said like really off.
Did they say that? Did they use those words like the wind blows?
Yeah, there's been those lines, and it's been pretty funny that things have been brought up and said. And,
really? On what? Where?
Yeah. Wrestle Talk.
Huh.
So.
Oh, that is. Oh, yeah.
Like I said, it could just be a parallel thing entirely.
Might be a parallel thing. I find it
amusing. But it's
Well, but all I know is that you've got good. I used to have good ideas. You've got good ideas. So at least
we have good ideas still.
Your ideas are up there, man. So that's the one thing you can say, even no matter what. Like your ideas could be on a top thing. So it's like maybe maybe it is.
Give us credit.
I hope to God. I can't believe those guys are sitting around watching us though. They're probably busy with their own thing, I would think. You want to talk about this? I'll tell you this. Man,
they got their own titles and feuds and stuff, and people blowing up to worry about.
I don't know. I mean, but you never know, man. I mean, people.
It's those things that always just makes you go,
God stole your fucking head. So I mean,
that's for sure.
You're going into surgery
at fucking 2:00 too.
I might have ripped you off.
Jericho cut a killer promo on the Pinnacle and challenged them to a match at Blood and Guts on May 5th.
It went a little long.
TYSON will also be joining Inner Circle, so he is likely to be in their corner for that match.
Oh, so it won't be a Double or Nothing. They're doing their own Blood and Guts at on a Dynamite show. Cool.
Wouldn't it be funny if he turns?
Thank you, Soundwave.
He then turns back, and he's actually with MJF.
That would be.
And that's why the punches were so
crazy.
bad. Like,
Yeah, because they were really trying to cover it up, and
yeah, he was actually.
You never know with AEW and how they run things.
What up, Soundwave? Thank you for the $10. Soundwave 92. He's the top dono tonight.
Little Ray Ray's got me laughing. Parallel thinking is a myth. Submit to the hive.
What's my name?
Hive mind is real.
Duncachino. It's a whole new game. Duncachino. You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend. Say hello to my chocolate blend.
I'm nice, guys. I promise. I just like expressing my opinion.
Yeah.
That guy don't mind getting in trouble with the law? What do you mean? Rosenberg? James Mesner, thank you,
James,
brother.
Say as you want, you know?
What are you talking about? Like, you think Rosenberg is going to like get in trouble with the law? What's he going to do? I think I could beat the shit out of him. So, bring it on, Rosenturd. James Mesner, what's going on, brother? Thanks for the $5, my friend, as always.
Yeah,
Thank
James,
you,
we
sir.
welcome differing opinions here. You know, and that's why I say, like, people, there's so many times with the AEW, they don't agree with me.
Don't
Welcome
mind
it.
if I do.
Yeah.
What's my name? Duncachino.
It's
a whole
boring
new
if you don't.
game. Duncachino. You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend.
Say hello to my chocolate blend.
Used to love NXT. It's hard to get invested in something when you have the stain of Raw and SmackDown every week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
because you're already watching 3 hours of a bad show if you're choosing to watch Raw, so you don't have interest to tune into a good show by the time you get there.
Man, I don't know. I
And
go the other way. I
Raw
get
has
excited.
first crack.
I get like, oh, save us from that. Oh my God, this will be better. Thank God. Like, I don't.
I look at it that way too, but a lot of people don't. They get burnt out. They feel like they have to watch Raw, and then that burns them out.
Why
And
would
then
you
from
ever
there-
watch Raw? Don't watch Raw and watch AEW.
I guess it's because it's just something you've been like,
Shit,
I don't want to say indoctrinated into, but since
Oh,
you're a
become-
child, that's what we did. We
Shit.
watched Raw on Mondays, and
Finally felt like the NXT of old 8/10ths.
I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah, Nazmul Hussein, thank you for the $1.99, man. Yeah, that's exactly
Nazmul.
right.
it really did. It felt like I
good.
said, like a classic NXT takeover, which was great. And but yeah, with AEW, you know, it's. I'm glad that they at least are having a Blood and Guts special show. That's intriguing. Thank you, Soundwave, for bringing that up. But let's see who's chiming in here. Asher.
Oh my God, Asher! Wow, he's got her credit card.
It's not grandma's.
Hey Joe, what's up?
Wow.
Jake, you're looking great, bro. How is everyone tonight?
Good, brother.
The takeover was great. So excited for tomorrow.
Asher.
Also, Joe, I turn 18 in a couple months.
Holy shit, dude! We're watching all of our JCS children grow up right
He was,
before
what,
our
12
eyes.
when we started calling?
He was
So,
12
6 years ago.
when I had to
Crazy.
ban his credit card.
Yep.
I banned
Grandma's
his credit card, bro, because I didn't know what was going on. Asher, man, I'm so glad that you're gonna be 18, man, and that you're. Oh man,
I'm glad you're still watching.
I'm
Chime
glad
in.
you're still around, dude. Rest in peace, Larry Funk. He made me think of Larry Funk for some reason.
Yeah.
Asher,
Absolutely.
Trasher, baby.
Duncachino? Don't
I wonder
mind
where
if I
Beefy
do.
Mario's been.
Oh man,
What's
you
my
popping me.
name? Duncachino. It's a whole new game. Duncachino. You want creamy
Asher again.
goodness? I'm your friend. Say hello to my
Chocolate blend.
I still don't get how Rosenberg still works there.
Well, I do. You don't get how he works there? Look at him. He's sucking ass all over Twitter, Asher. He's fucking
He
sucking
defends
ass.
them endlessly. He is like the ultimate WWE stand.
He's being
Even when
paid to do
things are
this.
piss poor. He was one of the people like originally defending the Hell in a Cell ending. He was like, "Well, the ref
Yeah.
was right to stop the match because they went far." And he hit
Yeah.
the guy with a mallet before. You didn't stop it then, but when he's protected with crap on his head, then
Dude.
you can go ahead and end the match.
That's the biggest WWE show there is. I don't think there's a bigger
Don't
one.
mind if I do. What's my name? Duncachino. It's a whole new game. Duncachino. You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend.
Burn it.
Say
All
hello
of
to
it.
my chocolate blend.
I love that scene.
Joe, Jake, what do you rate this NXT? Cheers, wine glass.
I'm giving it I think Jake gave it an 8 first, and I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to give it an 8 too. Because the crowd. Because they didn't even have a full crowd. You know, if there was a full crowd, it probably would have made it an 8. So for anything you thought it was lacking because the crowd wasn't off the hinges, it would have been. So I'm giving it the 8.
I mean, that Walter Ciampa match was damn near perfect, and the MSK tag match, the triple threat, had so many great spots, and I like MSK's style better than the Young Bucks.
Yeah,
they
now I do.
shit, but it doesn't feel like
It's a whole
gymnastics.
new game. Duncachino. You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend. Say hello to my chocolate blend.
It's actually my own money. I got a job now, man.
I figured. Asher, thank you, man. It's so good to hear from you, man. Crazy, dude. Asher, I love you, brother. I'm glad you made it, dude. I'm glad you're okay. He had a really traumatic stuff go on with his life.
And when he first called in, we thought it was like somebody trolling and not actually a young kid. I was like, you ever shower with a man? Like I was screwing with him, and then we found out, no, he's actually 12.
Ooh. Shout out to Nikki J, the weed god. Thank you, man, Nikki J. Appreciate it.
That's how all that started when he called in. I was harassing the crap out of him because I thought it was somebody pretending to sound younger.
Right.
Because we had other prank calls at that time. That wasn't uncommon.
There was balls haven't dropped.
That was the shit bum joke. You know, you were saying, "Oh, I got all the shit bums calling." That's how that came to be. So
that was the night that Dave had gone live, and he had like great calls all the time.
Great calls the whole time. People talking wrestling like scholars.
Yeah, and on my show, every call I took, somebody was like, "Queef." Like it was like every second, and I finally flipped out.
You get calls being I was either N-word, or it was just ridiculous.
It's not even that. It was just dumb fucking shit. Like just like I saw
there
Raw.
There were some bad trolls there too.
Like it was just like ridiculous.
What did you think of Raw? That kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I turned on fucking him, and there's like 8 calls, but they were all full conversations. It was like, what the hell is going on? And I said that. So I said, what the fuck? He gets good calls. All I get all night is shit bums.
Shit bums.
And then that turned into my haters were saying that I called my fans shit bums.
Shit bums. Oh.
Yeah. So then I said, I guess you're all shit bums then. And then I made the shit bum donation. You guys all agreed that you're shit bums, and you like to be $5 shit bums all the time now. So how about that? That's how that was born. Isn't it funny, though, that the former co-host people tried to spin it that I said I called my fans and friends shit bums? Like, I mean, like, it's just funny. That stuff is funny how it
especially when it was easily
proven
not to be the case.
It was obviously about the trolls, but they were trying to say like, oh, he doesn't even care about you donators and other people. He thinks you're shit bums, and but then
I'm glad that everybody really embraced it. So.
It's good that it happened though, because it created such a donation that has been a $5 donation that has probably raised $40,000. Like, I mean,
not an infamy forever. So
shout out to
thank you for that one.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah, this triple threat tag match, obviously triple threat, no DQ. Glad they mentioned that. They really killed each other here. I loved that they were, Carter and Lee are about to tap, and they did the DIY thing where they're holding each other's hands so they don't tap, and then Mendoza breaks up the submissions.
Mendoza!
It was like all this just crazy, like one after the other, but there were spots to it, but it made sense, and it wasn't like I can't recall any part in this where anybody, even with the dives to the outside and stuff, the Doomsday device was great at ringside on Lee, and then Carter comes and takes out Drake with this huge running knee, and then you see Lee gets this double hit toss, and you're like, wow, there's the suplex, there's the, it just kept going. Everybody kicked everybody's ass, but it never felt like teamwork. I genuinely, in a non-tag team sense, I'm saying it didn't feel like each team was working together. It felt like they really hated each other. Grizzled Young Veterans took control for quite a while. Thought they were going to win in that pin submission, submission attempt that they had, and then with all the pins that followed, the Grizzled Young Veterans got hit.
By God! Every time you say Grizzling Young
combo,
so creepy.
What's that?
Just Grizzled Young. It sounds wrong.
I know it's not a great name, and then MSK goes and hits
that's not very good either, by the way. I mean, when are the Crips coming?
Yeah, the marijuana smoking kids. Yeah, so they get that huge corkscrew blockbuster, and then Lee gets the pinfall. So it was a build-up match, and it is a spot fest, but in a way that it made sense. It was nonstop, just action and moments and fun and entertainment in a really fast-paced style. So I really liked what they gave us here.
Yeah, they were good too. There wasn't a really bad thing tonight.
No. I would give that like a maybe 7.5 out of 10. Like I've seen better tag matches, obviously, but this was still damn good.
What the fuck is going on in the chat, dude? It's like a fucking Reading Rainbow super chat party up there.
It is. We got a little bit of every
Look at the color that's going on. Look at the pretty colors out there. It's like fucking Easter is happening in the chat.
Duncachino? Don't mind if I do. What's my name? Duncachino. It's a whole new game. Duncachino. You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend. Say hello to my chocolate.
Sean Ross Sapp sucks.
I watch the weekly shows, so your reviews make sense.
Okay. Thanks, James Mesner. I appreciate it, brother. I like you. You know, if these other people got problems with you, I mean, you know, get in the ring with him. He's got cerebral palsy. He'll run you over with his fucking wheelchair. Okay?
And yeah, I agree, Mason. Spot fest are a good thing. I don't care, you know, spots are okay to have. Just have them do it in a way that, you know, you don't have everybody holding hands or standing there waiting for people to go ahead and do what they're going to do. That drives me insane. I don't recall any of that happening in this match. I mean, they had everything timed what felt to be perfect.
I don't Raquel Gonzalez.
I don't recall. But then we had the women's match. Io, Raquel, again, hard hitting. The referee, you know, sees Dakota Kai trying to get involved and gets her ass kicked out of there early on. I liked that. That was good storytelling.
Yeah, you did.
Because now you have Raquel win without any help. That was what was needed.
Right,
she
right.
needed to be effective. So
amazing how you can do that, huh? Ric Flair, you idiot.
You know,
WrestleMania 32, Charlotte.
And I mean, they had a good overrun as well. The match was very entertaining. It was only 13 minutes long, but it was long enough that it gave us what it needed. Any longer, you know, they would have overstayed their welcome again. They timed this night perfectly. You know, they really, now we have enough that we can build off of tomorrow. Everything tonight was wild and fun and crazy, but nothing to the point where it's like, oh my God, how can they ever top that? I know tomorrow night will probably end up being a little bit better.
Really?
But tonight, match of the night, definitely the Walter.
I think I'd be a little concerned tomorrow night. I mean, this is a pretty solid deal.
Tomorrow night, you have a basically their own lights out unsanctioned match, but it's Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly.
I mean,
then you have Finn Balor taking on Karrion Kross. Sign me up for that. Let alone that sounds amazing. Finally getting that match.
I'll tell you what I think is going to happen. I think one or two matches tomorrow night are going to be better than tonight, but the overall show tonight is going to end up being better. It's going to be hard to beat, you know, a overall 8 out of 10 show, I think. But maybe it will.
Right.
Maybe they will. Maybe there'll be a 9 out of 10 match, and then there'll be like a 7, a 7, and a 6. You know, that's my point. Is what I'm saying is, like tomorrow night, if there's a solid 8 show tomorrow night, like wow. That's pretty.
I'm hoping, especially with everything that they're doing on Peacock and how they're trying to really push and bolster this show. What else do I know? I'm forgetting something. Yeah, we got the NXT title for Karrion Kross and Finn Balor. Oh, the cruiserweight unification match. We've got Jordan Devlin taking on Santos Escobar. That I don't think there's anything that's going to be topping that.
Santos,
especially with those cruiserweights. Devlin's held the title for a while, but then he wasn't able to defend it. So he's had the title, but Santos Escobar is the interim champion. So this is a unification match to figure out who's the real champion.
Didn't we both pick Santos?
Johnny Gargano is going to take on Bronson Reed. So again, stellar night. So well booked. Stories in every match. Seems like it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. I'm super fucking pissed off because they scheduled surgery today and they're like, oh, you'll be one of the last ones. I was hoping to go in early, but I have to be there at 2, so likely it won't start till like 3:30, maybe 4. They always take forever.
Right.
So by the time I get out of anesthesia, recovery, all that, I won't even be home till like 9 o'clock, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So we'll see if I'm there. We'll see what happens.
At least you got something to watch when you get home in bed or something.
Exactly, but if my stapled ass can be here, I will be.
Well, I'll be live tomorrow anyway, reviewing it, and you know we probably won't have Jake. I'm gonna bet, and
then Friday during the day we will have our Mania prediction still. So
assuming you're okay, yeah, we will.
So as long as I'm not dead.
Well, during the day I'll be at work, so we won't be doing that.
Well, before you're monetized this period.
Yes, right before. Oh God, I might need a nap tomorrow. I might need a nap. And then I work Saturday morning, so monetize this will be, probably starting early Friday night.
I imagine it will.
Probably 10 o'clock for monetize this, maybe, or 10:30 at least. I don't know. And we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Jordan, I mentioned Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly as well, in their unsanctioned match. So
unsanctioned match.
It's going to be so badass. I can't wait to see what they do. Hopefully the ring explodes just to throw it in AEW's face.
Imagine that. They blow the ring up.
I'm hoping they do. That's what I was going to mention to you before. I heard a rumor that the cannons work on the pirate ship.
Well, they do for the Tampa Bay games.
No. The one that they erected for the stage.
Really?
For WrestleMania. And the front of the pirate ship is all cannons. And from what a little birdie told me, those cannons are fully operational.
Really?
Yeah, that they're going to work for pyro.
Imagine
Drew coming out, dropping the sword, and fire comes out of all.
Where did you hear this rumor exactly?
I can't give anything official, but it seems to be like this is a pretty good possibility. So,
I don't know.
But the stage looks even better. Like I said, the screens being even where they are, like I think it's going to really add to everything. But if those cannons are legit, that's going to be awesome. No matter what, I know that the ground is loaded with pyro canisters. They obviously have things set up all the way around the stadium, so all of Tampa's getting the show.
This is all Jake right here.
You know what? I heard a rumor. They travel far.
Down the grapevine.
You know what it's like. The way people are. They talk and they talk.
So to get anything to play a little Depeche Mode and get a copyright,
That's
please
right.
don't copyright me, Depeche Mode.
CBS Sports is another one talking about the stage construction. And they said with 25,000 fans, this represents 36% capacity. Seats will be in pods.
Wow.
You can look at the 37-stage transformation from the football field below. The story will be continually updated. They show drone footage. They show some of the TikTok stuff. They show some more of the updated photos.
Whoa.
And then they said that, with everything drawing near, that they'll keep updating as they go ahead. But this is on CBS
I want to blow the
Sports.
ship up. I'm telling you, Blown Away, the movie. I want to see that. Shit bomb! Happen to the ship.
You become a shit bomb.
Royal Thomas.
Stop Asian hate, support you local Duncachino.
Yes, Duncachino needs support. There's an all-new Dunkin' Donuts coffee coming out. It's called Stop Asian Hate Achino. And it's, ironically, it's pretty brown colored though. So you would think they would change that up a little bit, but it's you can put whipped cream on it, mix it with white, and then put chocolate on it too. So it's like white people, Asians, and
they have a pussy hat.
Call your mother or call your father.
Oh no, my God!
And tell them
Leah's pussy needs a cleaning out.
I'm coming for you. No, keep going. Dildo asses. Oh yeah, horny guys. No, keep going. For you. Dildo asses. Oh yeah, horny guys.
Raw absolutely drained me this week so far. It killed my want to wrestling tonight, but still pulled it out and watched you. And then knowing WrestleMania looks like garbage makes it even harder. At least we have you guys to keep us going. Love you guys.
Hey man, Firebird, you're way too nice. I love you, brother. Thank you, dude. And yeah, I mean, listen, I think you'll be excited WrestleMania night though, because the fans and the setup, and we're finally getting a different stage. It's been like a year. So, the ship.
Oh, somebody said the updated photos of the stage is out on YouTube. I'll have to look for that.
Well, let's go look for that. Firebird, thank you for that donation, my friend.
You know what else I've heard?
Don't mind if I
on the
do.
rumor mill.
You heard a rumor.
What's my name? Duncachino.
I heard a rumor.
Duncachino. You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend. Say hello to my
Monkey friend.
Joe, you should have me on soon. It's been too long. I gotta stop donating. Gotta get lunch TMRW somehow.
It's okay. Someday you're going to become $1 million investor, Asher, and then you're really going to donate. We just need a JCS Army member to hit it huge on Wall Street or something so I can be funded, because we're going to need some funding there. Asher, thanks for the $5. And congratulations, man. Save your money, man. You college grad. He's probably not really in college. But you might be in college. I don't know. I didn't go. I didn't get a goddamn GED, but, fuck it.
And thank you, Chet. You guys are always so supportive.
We love you. Poor Jake's got to have surgery tomorrow, buddy.
Duncachino. It's a whole new game.
Duncachino.
You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend. Say hello to my chocolate blend.
Yeah.
And I got dropped on
Thanks
my
again
therapist.
for the awesome content and thanks for the laughters. This is Awesome Party 123.
Woo! What? That's your 123rd donation? Is that what you're saying? JCS Foot Rub, thank you, brother, for the support.
Take it.
It could be. That sounds about right.
Awesome Party 123. I'll take it.
Or that's just his saying, which is another. That'd be a good name for a tag team.
That's a good. Awesome Party 123.
Yeah, I mean that'd be an AEW tag team for sure.
Absolutely.
Here comes the new tag team, Awesome Party 123.
Eli Drake.
And they come out, Awesome Party 123.
You become.
It's really stupid.
A shitball.
There's Asher again. He's doing more.
Also, Joe, you owe a podcast to record with me.
Let's do it. Let's record a podcast, Asher. I agree with you. Let's get one going and let's talk about all the years. And
I'll have to have Asher on a podcast.
I would really. Yeah, Jake's been doing this podcast, but I did one with J-Man and somebody else, and
there you go.
I would like to get to know the community and the people that I've been around all these years.
Yeah,
so let's go.
I give NXT 8/10 and AU 7/10. Mike Tyson touched up Sean Spears.
Ooh, yeah, he did a little bit. He touched him a little bit. I would say touching is a good word for it. E-Murder. What's up, E-Murder? E-Murder, I can't thank you enough for all the support you give, man. I did get hyped when Tyson came out. E-Murder. I did. I got hyped for, but then it was like some of them were good, some of them looked really bad, but he looked ferocious, like in the face, like he was trying to look like a badass, and he does. So I don't know, man. I'd give the Tyson moment of I don't know, a 5 or a 6, but a good 6 or something, because I still was happy about it. I don't know. I can't help it. I love Tyson so much.
A shitball.
Peacock small cock.
Charlotte cock. Well, how about the sexy nude almost photos that Charlotte keeps posting? Like, yeah, I'm not at WrestleMania, but look at my pussy.
And isn't it hilarious how they absolutely lied about her with the COVID stuff?
Yeah, it's all a lie.
Rhea Ripley had to say it on air.
Beady chopping
COVID, or else she'd be here. And Gorilla Strong said, Jake, the Party 123 is an inside joke from the Dr. Green Thumb podcast. Party 123, Papa.
What's the dog? Right. I don't even know what that is.
So, isn't that also the one that the Godfather's involved with?
The Godfather, like the wrestler? What are we talking? I don't know anything about any of this stuff you're mentioning. You might as well. You're like, what? You don't listen to Dildo Parade? No, I don't. I don't know what you're talking about. No, Dildo Parade. They're on Mr. Blingo's podcast. What?
No, this is the one with Be Real.
Who's Be Real?
From Cypress Hill.
Oh, okay. I know, but I never heard. I never heard it though. No, I know. Finally, we got to somebody who I know though. I know who Be Real is, but everything else was he's this person. What?
Sleep deprived, drugged, and intoxicated ass go ahead and get you there eventually. So yeah, baby.
Yeah.
So down the rumor mill. Check this out.
Okay.
They want Braun to because he's going to throw Shane either over or through the cage.
Of course, the cage is going to break and Shane wins. Okay. I mean, that's
so Braun looks
predictable.
Like an idiot yet again. It continues the feud. Shane gets to say, Braun, you're an idiot. You could have won, but your rage got the best of you, and you're a moron.
I'm not an idiot. You just built that cage like a piece of trash.
Shane's been on a hell of a streak. I mean, you think about it. He won the Best in the World trophy. He was the tag team champions. He beat The Miz at Mania, and then he beat Kevin Owens, and neither one of them got any type of revenge.
Wouldn't it be funny just if for no reason Braun went, oh, yeah, well, your mother's pussy smells like sardines. Imagine if he made fun of Linda's smell.
That would be great.
If
That's
he was
the
just
kind of stuff we need.
Yeah, I mean, it would be so bizarre. You don't have to do it blue like I did. Just be like, yeah, well, Shane, I heard when your mother was laying with your dad, the whole town smelled fish. What? Like, do something weird like that. I'd spit my coffee out if I was watching the show.
You become a shitball.
HMU on Twitter, Joe, and we can discuss from there.
All righty. We'll set it up. I'm telling you, we're going to have community ties. JCS Army, the Army podcast. I know I've got something already coming out like that because I did it with J-Man, and with somebody else I recorded, and so we got 3 of them. This would be the 3rd one. I want to do this, though. Sit down with anybody. Rastafa, I'm sure, wants to be on, and I'll just talk about, how you found me, what you've been listening to.
You become a shit.
Jake's been doing that, too, though. So
and shout out to King Kong for going full lethal weapon, popping his shoulder back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, King Kong, I didn't see the movie. Wow, Royal Thomas, $14.99. King Kong going full lethal weapon, popping his shoulder back in. That happened in the movie. That's hilarious.
That's crazy.
I haven't seen the movie. I'm not a King Kong Godzilla guy. I just don't get it. I don't like it. But I appreciate it.
I'm never crazy about like the kaiju monsters and Godzilla, Mothra, all those.
It's a whole
right.
new game. Duncachino. You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend. Say hello to my chocolate blend.
Part of the reason I also don't watch NXT is because Hulu with live TV delays it for like an hour. TNT can watch live anytime.
Oh, I see that. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, I get that.
That sucks. Some people, rightfully, I could see why that's an issue. But, I mean, hey, at least then you go ahead and you watch AEW live and you watch NXT after. This felt really weird. This is the first time in ages, since Halloween Havoc, I think I haven't watched AEW. So,
yeah, and somebody...
It felt really, really bizarre. How was the Tay Conti Bunny match?
Your mother drank a bowl of cum soup from me.
Imagine if he said, someone in the chat said that. Imagine Braun used Tommy's line.
Smell like SpaghettiOs line. That's a good one.
You smell like SpaghettiOs, Shane. You had all the money in the world, and your parents didn't raise you, and your Nanny Martinez raised you and fed you Cocoa Puffs, you stupid son of a bitch.
What did your question, Jake? Oh, wait a minute. I can't believe this. Braun is actually going to join us for the remainder of the night.
Oh, wow.
Let me punch him up here. I can't believe this. Wow, this is amazing that we're going to get him. I mean, you wouldn't think a guy like this, who's been such a failure in the WWE, that he would come on over here and be a part of it.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
What do you mean failure, Joe? What the hell does that mean? Failure like you in a basement doing a YouTube show, you idiot asshole?
I mean, Braun, I like make as much money as you do almost.
You don't make as much money as me. You're a dumb idiot. I make like $300,000 plus one.
Plus one? What do you mean plus one?
Plus one?
What does that mean? Is that like your person showing up with you at the WrestleMania, or what?
You mean like plus one?
Plus one in money. Plus one in dollar money.
Okay. All right.
So $300,001?
No. That's a weird number. That can't be right. I mean, WWE isn't paying you an extra dollar over three. That's a weird number. I don't get it. I don't understand.
Ron, you're 37, correct?
Why does my age matter?
What are you, bullfrog? I'm just asking a question. I mean, I was just trying to confirm how old you are because.
Why do you want to fuck me? Is that what this is? You want to have sex with me?
I'm not into men, but thank you for the offer, Braun.
I had a tag team partner who tried to have sex with me once too, and I had to turn him
Nicholas,
down.
Right? Not Nicholas.
Nicholas? Don't you shouldn't say the N-word. It's really disrespectful. I was a tag team champion, and Shane McMahon thinks I'm stupid. But I ain't stupid.
You're an idiot.
Well, he's a typical Yankee because he sees a real man like me with guns, and he gets all nervous, and he thinks people with guns are stupid. But he won't think it's stupid when I blow his fucking head off.
Stupid.
I'm going to make him look stupid at WrestleMania, Jake.
Stupid. That's your platform for Mania.
He's going to look stupid at WrestleMania.
And how are you going to win this match? Are you going to pin him, or are you going to make him submit? Are you going to climb out of the cage? What's your plan?
I'm going to break every bone in Shane McMahon's body. And then I'm going to take every bone out of his skin, and I'm going to count it in front of his family, in front of his children. And then I'm going to eat every bone and gnaw on it, and then wear it as a necklace. And then I'm going to masturbate in front of people with the necklace on and no clothes.
If you defecate in the middle of the ring and then pin the defecation, I think we're on to something.
You're sick. That's really sick.
That would certainly finish Shane McMahon.
Look at my beard.
You're the one that swallowed his bones.
Take a look at my beard, Jake. Look at my beard, Jake. I'm sick of being bullied, and I won't be bullied anymore. 15 years ago, I had these disgusting lice in my beard, and they infested my hair and my beard, and nobody would go near me, and they were eating my skin, eating my crust off my face, and I had scabs, and I was bleeding, and I itched. That's what Shane McMahon is to me. He's like a lice. He's an infestation, and I'm going to eradicate him at WrestleMania.
You just got to make sure that you don't let him escape from the cage.
You ever notice that Braun Strowman kind of sounds like Alex Jones?
He does. He has that weird inflection.
Yeah, because it's
there's something about being 6'8" though that makes you sound that way.
It's very strange. Let's listen to
very very retarded.
Ooh, that wasn't good. Here he is.
Slithering directly towards Bray's lantern.
Why are you going to play clips of me when I'm actually on your show?
As I noticed this, I jumped up and I
Just bear with me. Listen to this, Braun.
To stomp it to death, but Bray stopped me. He
Pay
said,
attention.
No. That's my friend. I was confused. As I watched Bray Wyatt walk towards this
I was
snake,
confused. I'm confused right now. Why, when I'm on your show, you're playing clips of me, and that's really weird.
To face with it.
Shut up, Braun. Just listen to yourself, okay?
As the snake coiled up, it lashed out, and it bit Bray right in the face.
What are you talking about? You really sound stupid. I just hung up on him.
He just rambles. He just goes on and on about nothingness.
I'm going to tell everybody.
I think he's drunk as hell.
He tells everybody about his Money in the Bank cash in. He gives that away, and he basically just gives. He for no reason offered up that he had lice years ago. So now there's going to be people bringing signs.
Lice. I mean, that's weird.
Yeah, there's going to be people bringing faces of him with like bugs all over his face and stuff like that.
Terrible. Dick spit.
Dick spit? What the hell?
What show is it when you created the Charlotte Peacock donation, Joe?
It
was out of nowhere. It was me, you, and Connor.
Yeah, me and Connor and Jake. By the way, he is a scumbag, as I said last night.
Why you gotta shit on?
I shit on Sasha and OKayfabe for no reason other than it was hilarious. That's why it was funny. It was like the most ridiculous thing ever. I mean, I was actually just trying to make you uncomfortable. It worked.
Mission accomplished.
Same thing with Raw and SmackDown. I have to stream every Raw and SmackDown show because of the facts I can't watch it. Live exclusive Hulu WWE deal, I think.
Oh, wow. That's really... Well, wait a minute. I don't get it. But you can't watch... Oh, because you don't have cable anymore? You just have, Hulu? I get
I got you, so it's an exclusive deal.
Yeah, I kind of get that. Although... Yeah, I mean,
because WWE has that exclusive Hulu deal. So for Raw and SmackDown, you have to wait till the next day to see it. You can't watch those live.
Yeah, I think I sort of get it now with that. But I mean,
so
why not
if you have cable, you can stream into it. But that's the only way.
Shit bomb.
You become a shit bomb.
Yeah.
Linda McMahon's box smells like beefaroni and toe jam.
Oh,
toe
God.
jam and Earl and beefaroni.
That's fucking devastating to think about.
Whoever said before, SpaghettiOs. I don't know if I want to dive in or vomit. I mean, that's a really distinct smell.
I play games where you get fucked to death.
I mean, forget Linda McMahon. Imagine you saw a 10 out of 10 girl, and then you go down south, and it smells like spaghetti.
Oh, that's not the worst thing. That's not the worst thing.
What is it, SpaghettiOs with the Parmesan cheese?
Creepy sons of
SpaghettiOs with meatballs? Meat sauce? What are we talking about?
Hey, just
hey,
tuning
Joe.
in. You may have already answered this on the show, but when are you and Jake doing the Remembering WrestleMania for WM33 through WM36? Also, if you could predict one major swerve for Mania this weekend, what will it be?
Major
Debba, JD, JB. Thank you for the donation, Debba.
Major swerve. Besides the everyone's gonna say Lesnar's gonna show. I don't think Lesnar shows. I wish John Cena could have done something. Maybe someone from NXT debuts, like an Io Shirai or something like that. Finn Balor comes back up. I hope neither of those are the case, but
Adam Cole shows up and
interferes
in the main event,
the main roster. Like,
Tommaso Ciampa.
That's the case. But
what if Tommaso Ciampa showed up?
I know he won't. He said that he didn't want to go to the main roster because he didn't want to have that touring schedule. Even though it's a pandemic, I don't think he'd do it.
Oh man, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
Like at the ending of his career, basically.
Disappointing dad
in NXT.
That's disappointing.
He's enjoying being, a father with his family. That was one of the things Walter was, going against him for. So
right,
saying he became soft, focusing on his family.
Mm.
Yes, fast love. If it smells like fish, do as you wish. If it smells like, fun, yeah. Perfume,
Daddy Joe,
rum,
I didn't talk shit about you. I'm just having issues with Jesse J. He was the one who banned me from your server. Please unban me, Daddy.
Or what was it? Smells like cologne, leave it alone. That was the rhyme.
You got banned, Bullfrog? I didn't ban you. I don't know why.
Yeah, remember we said this the other night.
But I didn't ban him.
Yeah, you or I didn't ban him, so I don't know who else has permission still. Somebody does, but...
Well, I mean, he is a scumbag, though, so...
Yeah, so you said already you were like, fuck him anyways, but...
Yeah, I didn't ban him.
But we didn't ban him, so somebody did ban him.
Let me see here.
He is currently banned from the server.
Oh, yeah, there he is. All right, I took it away. All right, you're back.
You are unbanned.
Did you just donate to Joe? Thank you for the donation. And because you donated, I'm going to fist myself in the bunghole.
Motherfucker, just tell me what show so I can go watch it. I need some pee and cock in my life right now.
Dick Spit. Oh my God! Dick Spit dropped $105.
Holy shit! You just tell me what show. Out of nowhere, number.
Why didn't that play the $100 donation?
I don't know, but
wow,
it's in my bumhole. That is awesome, Dick Spit, and
oh my God,
I'm surprised Drew doesn't know it. Derailed Gatekeeper, if you're in the chat still, sir.
Holy shit!
Out of nowhere is it? I know it's in the 60s, I want to say, because I was still like transitioning as host, and that's why Connor was still like helping fill in at times too.
Well, let's hit him with the 100 at least.
Let's hit him with the
$100. It's donation time, motherfuck boy.
Here you go, Dick Spit. Dick Spit dropping $105. God damn, Dick Spit.
$100.
Dick Spit dropping $105. Making the big show get wet, wild, and sloppy, brother. Whoa. Shit bum.
Was going for the Testicle Festival donation.
Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, is that not? Yeah, it's not available.
That was the
on
old
here.
one that we haven't had in
we haven't had the Testicle Festival.
That was classic, though.
I can probably dial that up for you, though, brother. I'll get you that.
If you can find it, let's do it.
It's hard to find it because I deleted everything a while back by accident, then reset my name on like an idiot. Dick Spit.
Streamlabs. And...
You are so sexy and kind. I will find it for you though, brother. Just takes me a minute. It's
really disappointing with the Young Bucks turning heel again.
Yeah, the Young Bucks turn heel again. They're not heel. They're heel. They're not heel. They're heel. They're heel.
That does nothing for me. That's like, it really feels like a total.
I feel like they're where they're supposed to be now, but it's just like that was so annoying.
That's what it feels like. Theater camp, drama school.
Yeah.
Like, this week I'm this, next week I'm that, and then they try and be like that's just lazy booking. Like Cornette says, like
this week I'm a cocksucker. Here you go.
That's so disappointing.
Wait, where's the music?
Wow. 77% of all votes gave this an A for NXT.
Wow.
The rest all gave it a B, 21%. So that's incredible.
Where is the music, brother?
I don't know. I thought I was going deaf.
What's going on here? We got to hear the music.
Yeah, hang on a second. I'm getting a call.
Oh, here it is.
Hey, Drew, what's going on, man? Where do you want to go?
Testicle Festival.
The Testicle Festival? What the hell is that?
Do you want to go with me?
Here's Depeche Mode.
To the Testicle festivity. Testicle Festival. Testicle Festival. There are testicle festivals.
Yet this sounds like Placebo.
Testicle Festival.
Testicle Festival.
Do you want to go to the Testicle Festival? The Testicle Festival. Do you want to go?
Testicle Festival.
Amazing. And that song, by the way, is an instrumental I found. And the instrumental, so sometimes I make my own music and I do my own music. Sometimes I buy music or I make my own. But I found that music, and what's funny about that music is they totally ripped off Placebo 20 years. Listen to this for a second. And then it's a little faster, but listen.
20 years to go.
Do you want to go to the Testicle Festival?
Yeah, same progression.
Do you want to go? It's the same thing. To the Testicle.
Now, next week, I think my 995 prediction might be right because D. Welsh just let me in on a little secret. Next week is stacked, and he's right. What? Red Velvet versus Jade. So Jade Cargill in action. That's going to bring in some viewers. Young Bucks versus Death Triangle for the titles. That's going to be big. Matt Hardy versus Darby for the TNT Championship. Fouls count anywhere. That's awesome. And then Dax Harwood versus Jericho with Mike Tyson as the special guest enforcer.
Oh, shit!
So with that advertised, yeah, D. Welsh, I think you're right. I think I might be hitting my 995. So
wow.
Oh, fuck yeah, they stacked next week's show. And that's smart to not overdo this week. Let this week be the, hey, TakeOver is going to have more viewers.
Here I come.
Next week, we're unopposed. Let's go all out.
Holy shit.
I tell you.
Next week, Mike Tyson.
Think you can tell us what to do? Yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
Tell us what to win.
Oh yeah,
you better. Well, you better get ready to bow to the
shit.
master. Yeah, boy.
Here comes Tyson. Break it down.
You can try and hold me down if you want to. All the garbage I've been through.
Think I'm scared of you? I'll kill you.
Don't gotta care in the world of hell with the world. Man like me got dreams
to take over the world.
Now I've been treated like dirt.
Sorry. I love Mike Tyson.
Hey, guilty pleasure. I loved originally. Eventually, it got on my nerves, but when it first came out,
Don't say Xbox name.
No,
Okay,
the Run DMC, the X one.
Yeah.
Because I used to love Run DMC, so it was like, oh my god, this is great. And then it was so cheesy and silly, but it was just like, it was cool, you know. That like, all right, Run DMC's here. Like,
I'm gonna get a copyright tonight for sure. Like,
even you and R. Kelly think we can flat. Like, it was the cheesiest lyrics in the world. But
yeah,
then the music video they had for the whatever WWF the music CD it was at that time that had it. But I used to listen to those things, just the entrance music on repeat. I was a nerd for wrestling, so I
don't blame you. I get it.
Some of those wrestling themes are still so epic.
I still have the WWF tape from that cheesy Survivor Series song and all the other things.
Oh, really?
I've got all that.
It's so classic.
Yeah, it's one tape, and it's the Boss Man and Mean Gene and Hacksaw
I
and
remember
Hogan.
Hearing it forever ago. But
So cheesy, it's terrible. But it's
someone on Reddit actually uploaded that as a SoundCloud ages back. I wish I could find that again.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was in a huge wrestling like rarities folder. There was so many different.
You think
like,
I'm scared of you, cracker?
And
I'll kill you, white boy. I'll fuck you till you love me, faggot. You think that's funny? I'll come down there and I'll fuck your fucking mouth. I'll fuck your mouth till your asshole leaks, motherfucker. Fuck you. We got Mike Tyson in the studio today. It's WROR. We'll be back in 1 minute. There's something going on in the hallway. I told you I ain't gonna sit in that seat, motherfucker. Fuck you. I'll fuck your wife and kill your fucking family in front of you, motherfucker. I'll chew your fucking asshole off and rape your fucking mother in front of you and then chop your fucking kids' assholes up, motherfucker. How's it going, Lenny? It's good to be on the radio again. Okay, Mike, what the hell was that about? Oh, just people being smart ass with me and I gotta fucking set them straight. Oh man, Mike, can you? I'm sorry, I love you, Mike. We are on the radio. Just want to remind you. Yeah, we're on the radio. So what? Well, can you we just like to tone down the language a little bit on the radio. Other than that, no problem, Mike. I agree with you. You know, the guy out there is probably isn't it. Well, now you kind of seem like an asshole. Is what you're trying to tell me what to do, and you think like I'm some kind of slave or something because you white. Oh no, Mike. Oh my God, no, Mike. I'm a fan of you. Is this what you normally do? You go, oh, I'm a fan of you. It's like I'm a joke on the radio, you motherfucker. I'll fucking fuck you. Oh! I miss the 90s. Bring back the 90s. I want Mike Tyson to fucking hurt somebody at a radio station.
I want him to rough somebody up bad. I want to see it. When he went and did the boxing match against, who was it? Roy Jones Jr., right? The exhibition. Yeah. I wanted that to be a real fight in the worst way because he had it. He didn't miss a step there. He looked great, and I was like, "Oh, come on, knock him out!" Like, you could tell they agreed, no knockouts. But Tyson held back. Yeah, it felt like that was a fun fight. But.
Well, the thing was that he won, and then then they tried to play it up.
And then they're like, "Oh, it's a draw." And he clearly won that.
Let's
almost
just call
all
it what it is.
All but like 2 rounds, I think he had.
You're lucky I didn't kill you, motherfucker. Rostavago's Joe's Tyson impression sounds like Boston Eminem with no teeth. Wow.
I think it's pretty spot on. That's exactly Mike Tyson.
Wow. Eminem had a different way of rapping back in the day. You ever think about his first couple of CDs and his earlier stuff that was recorded before any CD, when he had a different sort of style? He had a very distinct way.
It was a rap battle kind of feel. Like he was even more aggressive.
Yeah, I guess that is kind of like that. Yeah, like just like his.
It was a very set like pattern to him though. Like he had everything. It was rhyming, but like it was a certain flow. But he was even more aggressive.
Like this. Yeah, like that. It's a very distinct.
Like I said, like that rap battle feel. That's the only way I could describe it.
That's a great point. I never actually thought about that. But yeah, that's kind of what it's like. Like this. I'm gonna put a thermometer in your mother's asshole while I slap her in the face with a fucking gasoline. And her clothes fall off onto the floor. She's a whore. I had fucking sex with Macklemore. For sure. I'm about to chop your mother's eyebrows off, then jerk off in a parking lot. Tonight, your mother saw my cock. My testicles are shaved a lot, that's why they're so smooth. I'm gonna play and molest your mom's boobs. Like, he had that sort of like, that sort of thing. Like, and then he like really transitioned into like song type of raps, and then he sort of started transitioning
He started
into
adding like
just
people to come in and sing the
crazy
hooks and have that melodic, catchy. That's what he was so smart about, having those choruses that were really, really, really catchy, that were earworms. Every one of them.
I'm gonna slap your ball sack, then get a saw and then cut off your nut sack with a crack when you whack, when you pack with a sack pack like Howard Stern in his whack pack. I'm gonna fucking shave Howard Stern's head, then have sex with his wife in his bed, and come inside of a head while they drill a hole inside of a bed and bury your body until it smells. And the next day you're gonna wake up in hell with a bunch of elves. Oh shit, I'm on LSD, and you're fucking in the back sucking on my dick, and I got VD, and now you got it too. So let's get in the bedroom and fornicate with Jews. Like, no, it was like weird fucking. You're right, like that. I don't know. That fucking battle rap type of thing, like you said, but way better than that. But it's like that style is different. It's weird, the transitions. And now he's sort of like, in the last 15 years, but the last 10 years, it's sort of this like maniacal, like, but then he goes into this different level. He was like fucking ranting these different, tying these like hooks onto each other and around into a bowl.
Yeah, like rap.
Very crazy, very crazy shit. And there's a lot of rappers out there that do a lot of good things. Who's the guy that sounds like Eminem? It's not NF or that guy, is it? It's not Hopeson, is it? Is it Hopeson, the guy that sounds like Eminem? There's a guy who sounds like old Eminem, but a little different now, but he sounds like him. Who is that? Somebody in the chat's gonna know.
Chat don't know, because
I'm not a big rap person, so you guys know that I don't know too much. But I mean, I think it might be Hopeson or somebody. It's somebody like that. It might be Hopeson, and I heard them and they were like really pretty good. Mm-hmm. It's the storytelling that I enjoyed out of the guy mostly. Is it Logic? I don't know. Joseph Brennan, what's up, brother? Anyway, enough joking about Eminem. I don't even know how.
69% of all fans voted for the Walter versus Tommaso Ciampa match as match of the night.
Oh, yeah. See, we nailed it, man. That was the main event.
That really, really was. Hot damn.
It is Logic, I think. People are saying Logic.
Yeah, and I think that could be it. I think that's right.
Let's play it for 2 seconds and I'll know. Let's see if this is him.
Ready to go on stage.
I thought Logic was black.
Yeah, I'm actually here with Bobby.
Bobby boy snap, Bobby boy fuck rap. Bustle like an addict with a semi-automatic. Who done had it and he ready for anybody to buck back. Go to catch a vibe, ain't no way you help we leave.
No, that's that guy. That's Logic featuring Eminem though. No, it's not It's not Logic. It's.
I like Whit Lowry. He's one that's really good.
I thought it was Hopeson. I think it's Hopeson. Let me listen to Hopeson for a second.
Was you? Would I be stressed? YES.
Yeah, I think you were right.
Some mail order, bright as nice, it might be best. So how did you manage to get rich yet be so empty? Constantly stuck in a deep old frenzy. Maybe your ego ain't eco-friendly. Bro, you got a life that we don't envy. And I bet suicide must be so tempting. Do it.
Wait, hold up. Damn. Folks wrong with me. I can't leave me alone with me.
It's Hopeson, I think. It's him.
Yeah, that has like a similar cadence to it. That makes sense.
Only weird white kids like. So every time the blogs post you, the comments gon' roast you. I would rather be dead than be caught living in your shoes. Wait,
hold up.
Yeah, it's Hopeson.
Wow, Eddie Alvarez got disqualified after an illegal hit. First round.
What?
Damn, so he got disqualified for an illegal hit, Eddie Alvarez.
Really?
Yeah, so wow, that's surprising. First round, done. Looked like he hit him right in the back of the head.
See you later.
This was the UFC on TNT as well.
Yeah.
This happened, this was the special. That's why I'm bringing this up. This happened right after AEW.
Wow.
So it's supposed to be this big deal. And Eddie Alvarez gets disqualified.
What?
And the fight is immediately over.
Holy shit.
They gave him a red card for an illegal hit.
That's crazy. I mean,
I'm trying to find a full video of it. Like, oh yeah, he did. He wound up and he punched him in the back of the head multiple times.
Shit, bum. That's funny though. Kind of.
If
multiple times. He's like, I'm hitting him in the ear.
Shirai challenges her on Royal Drop Omega Bomb on Monday. I know it's just fantasy booking.
Yeah, I get it. It's okay though.
Poor Lurie too. He worked so hard to get to this point, and you can see the pain because
he
was getting
Spit.
punched in the right top of his vertebrae. Like he's hitting him. He said he's going for the ear, but really he's hitting him behind the head. And the ref comes in, he puts his hand up like this, and then he starts hammer fisting him again and hitting him in the back of the friggin' head. And he's like, "No, I'm hitting him in the ear. You're clearly hitting him in the back of the neck."
He's on crack. He's like on drugs tonight for some reason.
I don't know what's wrong, because Eddie's usually a great fighter, but this was embarrassing. This one TNT thing turned into a disaster.
Tyson versus Nyla Rose. Now that's a testicle festival.
Mr. Pico Boulevard. That's a good point. Thank you, Mr. Pico. Never heard Hopeson think of... You never thought of Eminem when you heard Hopeson, really? Maybe he's not the guy I'm thinking of, but I'm pretty sure Hopeson's the guy I'm thinking of. Let me hear this.
I'm too low key for that. Niggas on the bad slope, finna crash, whoa, trying to show the hoes the cash flow. You got a grill, you making meals, huh? When you be flexing, you looking so icy that
I don't hear it there either, so I don't know. Maybe it's not Hopeson. Maybe it's something.
Wow, and anything that one championship had this, really different rule set, I guess, too. Not a good showing for them at all. If they're going to try and go against UFC and to be their own thing and all this kind of stuff, it did not look good tonight. Because Mighty Mouse, I guess, went ahead and got kneed in the head while already down on the ground.
Damn.
And that's why knees not only are vicious in that sense, but they're illegal in MMA, in the UFC. Because there's no way to be safe and have any protection to it, a knee to someone that can't defend themselves. So that's fucked. That's 2 fights already that's already bad. And I guess Lurie acted, really respectful afterwards. But damn, that's 2 matches to have issues with it. That's not a good showing for this one series.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, not at all.
But you know what? It was better than Raw.
I'm sure. DJ got knocked out by a huge hit. That was crazy. But I guess for the rest of it, that's a bad night for Eddie Alvarez, definitely.
Well, listen, it's been a great night for us, and we got to get the fuck out of here. Tomorrow is the fun, part 2. I'll be here for you guys tomorrow, and I may have something for you in the day, potentially if I pre-record it for you, but otherwise I don't know. I'm out of here. Jake is at Countdown Ended on Twitter. Give him some love. He's going to be going to surgery. We'll be thinking about him tomorrow for sure, brother. I'll be checking in. Please let me know. And man,
it'll be late, so I won't have anything
as long as you're
on for updates.
I hope he's okay. I hope you're okay. Well, you're going to be fine.
I'll be all right.
See you.
Maybe they'll finally give me my penis back.
I hope they take it again and give it to me. Here is...
I can mail it to you.
We're going to get out of here, but we're going to play a little bit of... Take Us Out, Smile, Empty Soul. We were talking about Smile, Empty Soul and grunge earlier. Smile, Empty Soul.
Songs for the quarantine mind. New stuff.
The Good Boy. Shout out to Sean Danielson. Go see him. They're going to be touring. He's going to be playing acoustically and with a band all over the U.S. at some point somewhere, and Canada potentially. But he's got dates in the U.S., so shout out to Smile, Empty Soul. Soft songs for the quarantined mind. Plus tons of other shit you can listen to with them. And shout out to him. We'll be playing something for us at WrestleMania. It's going to be good. Smile, Empty Soul. Spotify. Then go buy the album. Goodbye. See you guys. By the way, I hit up the Patreon. Shout out to My Son Champ, who became a $25 producer. My Son Champ. Also, shout out to TitleMatchNetwork.com. Title Match Network, Title Match Wrestling. Use coupon code Cronin. You get 3 months, 50% off. $9.99 becomes like $4.99 or whatever that is with taxes. Fucking sick. Go check them out. Great guys. They love our show. We love them. They're friends. And I'm out of here.
There's no better